Utie oha extra punk no. Needs FM.
No dear soldier 4 better 3,000 6,000. E ko board ho ban. O the helicopter na kode mumuntum e na wiem. How ye the tenia? Why did he went and hide and throw himself in? Papa said opedi. Or the free such as Aba, planting for food, rearing for Kramai, importing cocoa, exporting double and all of that. Why didn't he go there to the Black Star Square to go and show himself in? But the Jado Kosha attend to me or Independence Square or it's a Parliament House. Because he knows. And even now, he still had that feeling in him. That is why anytime the issues of the election is raised, MPP are knocking their heads all over. President Mahama will never stand anywhere and congratulate Akufo-Addo. He won't do it or chance. But let me remind them, President Mahama said the condition. He has welcomed the investigations. As a bossman, we know you. You are a known MPP member. Here or the sign Tescon patron, our University of Ghana. We know your modus operandi and your cornered and behavior far back in the University of Ghana days. And you I don't think someone say people call for investigation now. Let me for see.
There be 1 minute.
Do
you have any evidence to say Dr. Bosman Asare a patron of the Tescon in the UG?
I say me say bottle kutame. Why wouldn't him say a special eyes? You sure me ben no buza aru should be kuta. We all know this public knowledge.
No public knowledge.
Public knowledge. Yes. Public knowledge.
Obi a Tescon patrona. Obi him say sign panel. So who is the Tescon patron now?
Over. Maybe MPP. I don't
baby or wanting to know. You need be a mianka. There's no evidence to the effect to say nah or yeah.
Tescon patron.
It's evidence.
Yes.
Who's going to be from my?
I do need to provide evidence.
Yes.
Let's say evidence. Ben a chance said. University of Ghana. Yes. I am not the one making this up. In fact, a lot of people have said it.
A lot of people.
And the university haven't formally denied that.
University.
And one can also deny.
The Kingsley. Also, what can say me bring a machine? Adie bi so ho no mo a baby a ye keka kro no Electronic Communications Act ya kokko kan ho kakra publication of false information and you say ye hwe no ma on say menua ya o water crade twa say mo obi kura na frɛ keke be kan say ye oba bi si ya kidnap on a girlfriend as and hwan on say ono kogigi so kakra bi under the Electronic Communications Act. It is this time we should not encourage
this issue
manifestly unsubstantiated. But we do not have any. University of Ghana need not confirm say will be a Tescon patron or not. It is only Tescon for pay and a bit me a confirm.
Even this matter.
Now I was also to be
my flag bearer. My flag bearer has said it. Some over.
Tescon patron. I'm not a deputy chairperson of the commission.
That's it.
Tescon, ye ni honim free ho.
Tescon, our patrons, baby. Since our Tescon started, even in the 90s, and I am friend of Tescon, I buy a Tescon in 1999. That's more patrons, baby. Nanso, Bosman Asare has never been a patron of Tescon. It's even on record, say he has never even attended any Tescon program before. The good news in it said Tescon doesn't operate in a vacuum. Tescon, or more university, was staying any test chat or staying a NDC wing, test chat a CPP. So, or more year programmer, they invite them to come. Tescon invited 10 years so Amutimi invited Tescon to come there to even give fraternity friends a message. It is say Obi now a Tescon 10 president Asia Bosman Asare Ewohwa. The person can come out and say pictures because fortunately Tescon started just 99-2000. It is between that time and this time there pictures are available. Of I mean, you say still what pictures were. So, if really, we see where a Tescon a year patrona, we know all the Tescon patrons. So, better now, our share a part in the colors. I bet now, homunina, oba, ebia, one chef party colors, crana, or timid flag, essay in kum, etna high table so one shebi bi akra na up to now obi any o wetimi produce a single picture. Not even someone who can even beat his chest and say I was at the University of Ghana, I was a trained executive and I have attended a program na Botswana Sari Ekoya or Baye as Tescon a patron. Again, before his appointment, this is someone who has been sharing his views in this country. And you've been calling him Tamana wa dumkrana mitisa ofreno as an independent person to speak on issues. So a Tescon patron, why will you call him to even speak on issues? Because Unim said he is someone who is almost a neutral person. And nuntinama na ye friend no. Eti in some na former President Mahama kan no. I think say it's just about
President Mahama can
so say the inconsistencies in what he says.
What did he say?
Was he Bosman Asare na omumpe na omupe Jinmen Sasem. But before elections, this is someone, he said it. I watched the thing on TV XYZ. Me, it's not something I read. I watched it. Propaganda why bebrebe. Eti offer Tescon ewo membership, Tescon ewo president, Tescon ewo omo apasi through nyina. You can even activate phone lines and ask say obi ehia no ama wa MPP party program da. None. But you see, when you want to give a dog a bad name to hang it, you try as much as possible to do. Mo say oh Jin Mensa obeni kunu ye say oba ye no obetimi argue elections no. What can you nyina wie? Say the mudi akosua nipa ba akoso because assemba kwa I listened to this interview. Ewo Joy FM. Emma Asiedun Ketia. I can say the Electoral Commission a threat to Ghana's democracy. I listened to that interview. Emma Efre Bosman Asari, in charge of corporate services. And I said, they are saying Ketia. It was wrong for him to have given him back his words. But I can say, if really we are talking about an organization that is a threat to the stability of the democracy in this country, then it's the NDC. Asem way now okay, no. I say don't get can say EC a threat to democracy in India. Omodi atwenchen. Up to now, every NDC person, I can say Bosman Asari, I can say NDC is a threat to the democracy. Meanwhile, he didn't say that. And yet, I say don't get West no thrown back to him. I can try and say EC no existential threat to Ghana's democracy. And say, oh, so if there is any organization that is a threat to the democracy, then it's the NDC because of your attitude. That time now we discussing something about Iowa's West Wagon. In terms of numbers, nipa say na to about holding na keka ho. Omudi figures in the buy, contradicted the NDC the buy, and that discussion generated. And or keka asasem no. And throw back his words at him. Since that day, no started can say Papa ye a Tescon patron. But no one was able to even provide an iota of truth. You see, a Juma easy for you no. Eneyano Ghana yamra poni to say eneya who say ampa se wojina bebia why politics da utimi de come unifiro is part of the reasons it bet me a unipan free sa ampa se nipan join partisan politics it is a upese oh yeah your friends untimi normal usi ukashirenye. And that is what the NDC and former President Mahama are doing. There's no way ECB to make real elections will be.
Okay, yes, I'll go back to him. And in effect, what is the NDC looking for now?
What I'm saying is that, well, let me even borrow his own submission here. In fact, he has admitted that Bosman Asari said it on radio that NDC as a political organization poses an existential threat to our democracy.
In response to?
Is that how?
In response to?
Is that how a supposed? Is that how a supposed?
In response to whom?
The general secretary of my party,
is that how the general secretary was supposed to be speaking about?
Is that how a supposed constitutionally independent body
supposed? Wafa, look at the way. He's a substantive EC vice chair.
Please.
No, you understand.
Please.
Suppose
Is that how he must be? This is a clear lack of emotional intelligence with all due respect. He's a doctor. He knows better. Gante said,
so are you
General
saying
even made a comment.
Are you saying that constitutional bodies should always be prepared? Say,
this anti-NDC sentiment and open dislikeness, antagonism, and this attitude of hatred towards NDC as a political entity have been shown and demonstrated severally by his own conduct and behavior and attitude. Let me give you one example. You think Bosman Asari, as a EC chairperson deputy, doesn't dent the image of the EC as an independent body that manages elections in this country? You think it doesn't? The debate of the referenda about the election of MMDCs, the yes and the no's. Government went for yes. Say they must be elected on political party lines. NDC said no. A political. As a Bosman is on record to have campaigned for the yes position, which of the government?
Referendum.
And you think it was right?
Who said saying political?
And you think it was right?
I don't know where he gets his set of.
Please.
Referendum. Referendum. Partisan.
It became a debate.
What debate?
The government
is confused. He's just confused. He doesn't even understand what he's talking about.
Are you playing your mind? 1 minute. Don't come and attack me. I won't allow that. I won't allow that.
Was he yes referendum? Partisan. What he be that?
Wait.
If I ain't
1 minute. Kingsley,
what I'm saying is that Eba say Yenko amended the constitution to reflect the elections of MMDCs. Yes, on the part of government, he said we should elect them on party lines. And then he said no, non-party lines. So the constitution, yeah, amended the constitution and said DC.
How is it related to EC and answer?
Yeah, it's related here because when MPP and the government went for yes position, the MMDCs to say amend the constitution now, it should reflect the election of MMDCs on the partisan line. Then DC said no, it shouldn't be so. As the Bosman is on record to have campaigned for the yes position, which was the position of the MPP.
That's Norway.
He was still the deputy chair of the EC,
and then he campaigned for the MPP.
Exactly. Then yes. This is on record.
The thing didn't even happen. Bad faith by the NDC that got this one.
Understood that when we call referendum now, it will go against the government. That was why it didn't happen. That is why it didn't happen. So what for you make can say? President Mahama have welcome. President Mahama have welcome. President Mahama. With all I won't countenance personal attacks on me. I won't. This is the second time. I won't.
What did he say?
I won't. You hear
what
me?
Did he say?
Your kind
no. What did he
say?
Say?
Sorry, I'm making kind law.
This is
a very disrespectful comment. I'm not going to have it.
No.
We should be decorous to ourselves on this platform.
Supposed AC, and also now disregard some of those things. And your main issue,
the issue here is that President Mahama have welcomed the call by the EC, deputy chairperson, that investigations in there, it must come on.
Okay.
But he doesn't think the Ghana Police Service, as an agency that falls under the executive wing of Ghana, headed by the MPP, can do a yeoman job on this matter. Electoral or design, ECOWAS, our independent body, a bit more investigate the Ghana election. Let them come in.
Notwithstanding the sovereignty of Ghana.
Sovereignty. But all nations in the West African region, or make all nations are sovereign. All of these are sovereign. So we welcome them. They should come and answer that inquiry. We will go there and testify, and we'll say all the evidence we have.
This is warped.
Needs FM.